So in the last class we discussed about the for loop, how to use a for loop and what is the syntax, what will happen if you don't provide the incremental value, what will happen if you don't provide the check condition, what will happen if you don't provide the initial value. In all the kind of situations we have seen. Now see here again we have one more type of loop, that is while loop. Sir, why we need two types of loops? See, this is loop is always coming from the starting point to going to the ending point. That is only loop definition. Loop definition is not going to be changed. But here, why sir, why we need different types of loops according to your need. Okay. However, you want to see your code according to that, it has to declare. Now see here, if I want to tell you, while loop is a simple loop in Java. Okay, what is your syntax? While loop syntax is while, here you have to write a condition. Okay, then open bracket, close bracket, here your logic. This is the syntax for while loop. Okay sir, how this work, what is the way of working? Now understand here, what is the syntax you have to write. You have to write a syntax while, w is small not capital, while condition. Okay, while condition, here you have to provide logic. Here you have to provide logic. See here, if the same question, if you want to print n natural numbers, if you want to print n natural numbers, so you have to start with 1 and you have to end with n. So you have to print like this. How you are going to print? See the logic, understand here. Suppose here outside the already always the initial value is 1, so you are declared int I is equal to 1 outside the loop. Int I is equal to 1, you declare outside the loop. Now see here, while you have to execute up to I is less than or equal to n, correct? So while I less than or equal to n, you have to print I. After that you have to increase I plus plus. Understood? First what you have to do, we have to take initial value outside the loop. Why? Because we are using the condition here. So to condition, to specify that condition, if you declare int I is equal to 1 here, this I value is not visible to here because it is in the next line. Before line it is not available. So we are taking outside the value. So we are checking the condition, we are printing. Now see what is the difference here you are facing while writing a for loop and all the things. Now see, for loop you can declare in one line all the values. What is the condition and what is the incremental value. So here you are declaring in a line. Okay, but here you are declaring outside and here you are writing, see here println. Now consider this is one line of code, two lines of code, consider this as a three lines. Now see here 1 2 3, this one has 4, total 5 lines of code. Here 2 lines are extra. What is that? Incremental value and initial value. That is the difference. Still the working is same. The while loop will work. How it will work? Now take the example here. So what we have written code here, int I is equal to 0, suppose 1, while I less than or equal to n, until this condition is true. Until this condition is true, this loop is going to work. This loop is going to be execute. Okay, now see here what I can tell you. I am printing here I value. Now see, first I value is 1. 1 is less than, suppose if you take an n is equal to 5, 1 is less than or equal to 5, is it true or false? Guys, 1 less than or equal to 5, is it true or false? True. So it will going to print 1. After that 1 plus plus 1, it will become 2. Again it will go here. 2 less than or equal to 5, is it going to give true or false?
True, sir.
Yeah, true. So it will going to print 2. Again it will increase. Now it will increase to 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Whether it is true or false? True. So 3. Again 3 is going to increase 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. So next true 4. Again it will going to increase 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. True. So it will print 5. Next it will increase to 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. No, false. So it will come out of this. It will execute the next line of code here. So if anyone asks you how the while loop will work, while loop will execute the code until the given condition is true. Until the given condition is true. Okay, clear? Guys, is it clear how the while loop is going to work?
Yes, sir, it's clear, sir.
Okay, next let me open Eclipse and we'll write a program. Suppose if anything you want to print, suppose I want to print hello world. How many times? 10 times you have to print. So starting with 1, ending is 10. Okay. Now see, print this one, hello world, and increase this value I plus plus. So one time print, it will increase second, so that it will execute. Now see here, let me open this. Now you all understood what is the difference between the for loop and while loop. There is no difference. In the for loop, you will all declare inside it, okay, but in the while loop, only the condition you are going to declare here. Here condition only, but here the incremental value, sorry, initial value, condition, here decremental value, sorry, whatever the incremental value. Here you are declaring 3 conditions, you are declaring only one. That is the only difference. It will also get executed until the condition is true. If the condition is become false, the for loop will come out of that. Here also while loop, it will get executed until it is true. If it is got false, then it will come out of this loop. Okay. Now see here. Now our first program is print anything. Suppose print hello world n times. Hello world n times. Means hello world, how many times it has to print? N times it has to print. And the second program is we will try to print from n to 1 to n natural numbers. And whatever the program I given you assignment, print odd numbers in the below n. Correct? These 3 programs we are going to solve with while loop. Okay, see here. Here what is my first thing? I have to print hello world. How many times user is going to enter, that many times I have to print it. First that I am taking scanner. Okay. Here I am taking to take the input from the user. I am taking a scanner class. Scanner s is equal to new scanner. Okay. System dot in. Now here I have to ask user to enter a number. Enter a number. Suppose if user entered in 10 is equal to sc dot next int. Okay, now I have to write a while loop while I less than or equal to n. While I less than or equal to n. Now let me take here only. My Eclipse has been opened. Guys, is the font size is okay? I need to increase. Is it fine? So here see, again I am writing the code. Otherwise I'll just copy whatever I written here. Now see what we written the first line of code here. See what we written. We created a one scanner class object to take input from the user, and we have asked user to enter a number. If the user entered a number, we are storing it in the n. Okay. Now see, this I is getting error. Why? It is not initialized. So I am initializing it to and I is equal to 1. We have to print a hello world from 1 to n times. So I am taking from 1 to n times as a condition. Now I am writing here system.out.println hello world. If I run this program, what is the output? Guys, what is the output for this program if I run?
It will print hello world, sir.
How many times it will print?
N times.
Okay, let me run. See, I am running this, I am executing this program. I am entering just 5 only. How many times it is printing? Guys, how many times the while loop is getting executed here?
Infinite.
Why?
Until it will stop, sir.
Yeah, it is executing infinity times. Why? See, let me take this code here. Now see here. Observe clearly. Why it is executing infinite times, you have to understand. This is the where you are lacking. Debugging. Now see, I entered here 5. I taken here 1. So the condition will fail. Now here, what is the condition? 1 less than or equal to 5. So it will give true, correct? So this will print one time. First time it is been printed. Again, see we are increasing any I value here in this program? No. Again also it will be 1 less than or equal to 5. Always 1 is less than 5 only. So there is no chance to make this condition is false. Because you are not increasing any value. I value are not increasing or not increasing the n value. So this loop is going to be executed infinity times because you are not increasing the I value. See, always how many times this loop will get? First it will print, again it will check, again this 1 and 5 only, same, again loop, correct? Now you understand why it is printing infinity times?
Yes, sir.
Because now see what is the condition. First it is going to check, it is going to check whether I is less than or equal to 5. Okay, now see here, first condition, first time it will execute, come here, the loop, the execution flow, it will come here, it will check here 1 less than or equal to 5, so it will give true. So next it will print, next again it will come here, again it will come back to here, again it will check, again it will be only 1 less than or equal to 5 only, because you are not increasing the I value or not increasing the n value, you are not performing anything. So that's why it is executing infinity times. If I keep here I plus plus, so the next value will become 2. 2 less than or equal to 5, correct. Next it will become 3, next it will become 4, next it will become 5, next it will become 6. 6 less than or equal to 5, it will become the false. So the loop is not going to execute infinity times. It will execute how many times you require according to the n number of times. So now clear why it is executing infinity times? Guys,
In
clear
the
for everyone?
condition when we kept, so in the
Yeah.
condition when we kept n,
Yeah. When in the condition if you kept n, go on.
it will print an infinite times.
Yeah, when you only keep this condition, because see here I is equal to 1, this is fixed. Here you will providing some 5. Okay, it will always check 1 less than or equal to 5, correct. So if you are not increasing this I value, so this will always, it will be the same condition. How many times if you check this condition, it is going to give true only, it is not going to give false. So that's why this for loop, this while loop is going to execute infinity times. Clear?
Yes, sir.
See, however, in the print and here, however, okay, I think I changed here. See here, okay, in the for loop. Now see here, I'm taking here one. I'm taking one for loop. Okay, if for int I equal to 0, I less than or equal to n, but I'm not providing any decremental value here. I'm not providing any value here, and I'm printing here system dot out dot println hello world. Now tell me how many times this loop is going to be executed. Guys, tell me how many times this loop is going to be executed.
Infinite times.
Why infinity times, Sayed?
It cannot increase as the I plus plus.
So that's why it is getting executed infinity times, correct. Now the same way here in the while loop, we are increasing any I value here. Are we increasing any I value? No, right? Guys, is it clear why it is getting executed infinity times for everyone? If you are silent, I think no.
Yes, sir.
If you are confident, you are understood, just say yes. I need answer from everyone. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now if I increase here I plus plus, now see here, now if I execute it again, it will only get executed how many times we needed. Hello world 5 times. Not if I keep this I plus plus here. Now tell me, if I keep before the print statement, how many times this loop is going to be executed? If I given the 5, how many times this is going to be print?
6 times.
6 times. Okay, let's try. I'm giving 5. How many times? 5 times. Because see, you are increasing here or here, it is not checking. Okay, once the loop is going to increase, it is checking here, not inside the logic. So if you are increasing here, now see I is equal to 1. First it is 1. Okay, now here you increase the 2, then you printed here. Okay, so it is printed one time. Okay, after that it is going to be checked. Okay, there is no difference if you declare before or after. Don't get confused. Okay, this type of pseudo questions all will ask you in the written tests. Now clear how to, what is the while loop and how to execute it? Now see here, one more thing, we have thought that we have to print n natural numbers. Same here, print I value. I am entering 5. See, again we did a mistake. I plus plus. If you don't provide the incremental value, the condition is never going to be false. Then it will execute infinity times. I have to turn it. Then I have to execute. If I provide here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is to print n natural numbers using while loop. Now to print odd numbers using the while loop. Here, now see, now first understand odd numbers. Okay, now see here, simple. Now here see, if it is starting from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose if I given n is equal to 10, you have to print 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Correct? Now observe, from 1 to 3, what is the difference? 2. 3 to 5, difference is 2. 5 to 7, difference is 2. 7 to 9, difference is 2. Suppose if I take an int I is equal to 1, first I print. Okay, if I take an int I is equal to 1, print 1. Okay, then I can increase I is equal to I plus 2. Means 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Again I'll print this 3. So that we can print 1, 3, 5, 7, right? Without checking if condition. Without checking whether it is divisible by 2 or not, without checking that, with only providing the incremental value, then we can able to print odd numbers. Now see here, I am writing that only. System.out.println I am increasing I is equal to I plus 2. Okay, now let me check. See, I am entering 10. See, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now we are avoiding here the if condition by only providing the proper incremental value. Guys, is it clear? Guys, is it clear how the while loop is working? Every program, this 3 program. Yeah. Now,
Yes, sir.
our second loop is do while loop. Do while loop. Sir, why we need do while loop? What is the difference between the while loop and do while loop? We'll discuss that. See do while loop here. Okay. Here what is the syntax? Syntax. See, syntax only difference. Do while. Here condition. Okay. If I wanted to tell you one simple crazy example, consider here. Now I have there, okay. I have tell you to kill one person. I tell you to kill one person, okay. Suppose you are working as a police officer, okay. You have conditions like first situation, case number 1. Okay, in this you have to kill one person who is the thief, okay. First you have to identify. First you have to check whether that person is same person or not. First you have to check condition, okay. Then you have to kill that person. In the case situation 2, it will be like that. If first kill that person, then check for the identity. So here first condition is getting executed, then first condition is checking whether true or false, then the remaining work is going on. But here first work is done, then the identity is checking here. The same way here, first you consider while loop. While condition. See, while condition, if the condition is true only, it will go inside a loop. But here not like that. In the first iteration, Condition is here. First it will come here, it will execute all the logic, then it will check the condition. In the while, first it will check the condition, then the logic is going to be executed. In the do while, first it will execute the logic, then it will check the condition. That is the main difference. Clear? Now see here, I'll take one simple example to make you understand. Now see, I'm taking here int I is equal to 2. Okay, int I is equal to 2. Okay, now see here, while I not equal to 2. What I'm saying, if I is not equal to 2, then print system.out.print hello. What I'm saying, if I is not equal to 2 only, if I is equal to 2, don't print. If I is not equal to 2 mean, then print hello. Okay, the same thing I'm telling, do system.out.println print hello. Okay, while, see the same condition I'm copy pasting. Okay, guys, as per you, how many times hello has to print? If the condition while I not equal to 2 means already I is equal to 2 only, this has to not execute at least one time also, correct? Guys, now I understood here. Here two persons are there. Okay, first person 1, person 2. So I said I will give you numbers 1 to 10. If you got to 2, don't print 2. So don't print anything. Okay, I said that is rule. If while I not equal to 2, don't print anything. Okay, now I given you 2. P1 as P1 and P2. What it has to print? Person 1 and person 2. Anything has to print. Guys, if you are silent, I'm getting you are not understood. Understood the rules here. Two persons are there. Person 1, person 2. I will give numbers from 0 to 9. The only one rule we have is, if I given 2, both are asked to write nothing. They have to left is blank. Suppose if I given first one is 1, it has to print 1, it has to print 1. Suppose if I given 8, it has to print 8, it has to print 8. Now if I given 2, what I have to output? They both have to print anything?
తీసుకోకూడదండి.
Yeah, it is not allowed to print, because I said if I given 2, don't print. That is only provided the condition is right. If I value is not equal to 2, then don't print this. If I value is not, suppose if you see here, if I given I value is 1, okay. Okay, if I value is not equal to 2, I plus plus. Now see here, it will go infinity times. Now see, it is printing only one hello. Hello from do loop, do while. Hello from while. See, hello from do while loop is getting executed. How? Now understood this one clearly. Guys, if you are not getting, please let me know. I'll explain again. Don't be in the silent mode. Okay, this is not library, you are learning. So be active and tell either yes or no. Not tell me. Okay, now the execution is will be here. So it has assigned value I equal to 2. Here the next line it will come here. I is not equal to 2. 2 not equal to 2, it will give true or false. Guys, whether this condition will give you true or false? 2 not equal to 2?
False. False.
False. because 2 is equal to 2 only. False. So this is not going to be executed directly. It will come here. It will not go inside because while loop will get executed if the condition is only true. Now here it is false, so that is why it is not getting executed. Now the do, here no execution, so it will print here hello world. Again it will come here while I not equal to 2, so it will give false. So then it will come to the next line here. So here understood, in the while loop first logic is checking, then it is going to print this statement. If the logic is false, then it is not going to be executed. In the do while loop, first it is executing the logic, then it is going to print this one. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between the do while loop and while loop and do while loop? Is it clear for everyone?
Sir.
I need answers from everyone. Is it clear for everyone what is the difference between do while loop and while loop?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now with this we have completed our loops. There is a one more loop which is for each loop, advanced loop of for loop only, but advanced version. We'll discuss it in later classes. Okay. Now tell me one thing, guys. Now are you able to understand the syntaxes on how to use do while loop and for loops? Is it clear for everyone? I need a yes or no from each and everyone. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then